All right. So, just wanted to. I want you to listen to these two songs and tell me which one you like better. This one.
They put blue cheese dressing instead of chipotle sauce. I show up at a place I talk about in a time frame in which you could calculate. I would be there because of information given hours earlier and get a breakfast item that I am sure I've mentioned. And it's slathered in blue fucking cheese, you diabolical bastard! Hater! That's not even a response. Don't try to deny your deeds. How is this my fault? Blue cheese is a perfectly acceptable topic. So then breakfast item you mentioned. 1. No, it's not 2. Absolutely not when you are not expecting it. You knew that I would be stopping there, and the probability of me getting that item were pretty high. Knew you eat your wings with ranch, I bet. I should have known something was off when you were there. No, I like blue cheese when I'm expecting blue cheese, motherfucker. You got me. I schemed and plotted with the Dash and employees to ruin your breakfast. I fucking knew it. Remind me not to do crime with you. You break easy. That was sarcasm. They really need a font for that. Sarcasm when you acted like you were surprised to see me. They seem to be all new employees. What did you do, Pete? I hired a crew of actors. Film at 11. Did you kill the staff of the Dash-In and replace them with your minions? Murderer! All that just to blue cheese my quesadilla! Victory is mine!
All of my lines rhyme. Everything I text to Pete has a timber to it. So that's one.
Sounds like the villain fight on a Disney movie, like Mulan or something.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's sort of intentional.
All right.
But we have a second version.
Is la no go? Is la no go? Is la no go? They put blue cheese dressing instead of chipotle sauce. I show up at a place I talk about in a time frame in which you could calculate. I would be there because of information given hours earlier and get a breakfast item that I am sure I've mentioned. And it's slathered in blue fucking cheese. You diabolical bastard. Hey, that's not even a response. Don't try to deny your deeds. How is this my fault?
So I definitely like the second song better because even though I know this entire story, I had no idea what the fucking first one was talking about in the beginning. Like, it was hard to follow, but this one is just very clear.
You eat your wings with ranch, I bet.
Oh, he's annoying like
something was
Pete
off
Boyd,
when
this
you were
guy.
there. No, I like blue cheese when I'm expecting blue cheese, motherfucker.
Ooh,
Motherfucker.
you spelled it wrong, or
Yeah,
they
I spelled it wrong.
Crime with you, you break easy. That was sarcasm. They really need a font for that. Sarcasm when you acted like you were surprised to see me. They seem to be all new employees. What did you do, Pete? I hired a crew of actors. Film at 11. Did you kill the staff of the Dash-In and replace them with your minions?
All right, so your vote is for like the country rock as opposed to the villain fight.
You know, I wouldn't call it country rock. I would call it pop punk.
Okay.
It's giving like 2006 Green Day.
All right.
All American Rejects.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So that's your vote. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, can I go to bed now?
You can.
Okay,
I'll let
cool.
you. We had listeners too, and the fun part of that is they probably came in expecting to, hear about I forgot his name now. Marvin
Heemeyer.
Marvin Heemeyer, and we're playing tunes about an argument me and Mike had.
No, you and Pete.
Oh, me and Pete had. That's right.
I didn't blue cheese your quesadilla.
On air.
Whoa. All right. Well, we lost Matty. I assume he'll be back just as soon as he figures out that we've lost him. Here he comes.
It took me a minute. Now you can see my green screen. And for some reason, the 2 times I've tried to load this PowerPoint presentation, it has knocked my camera out. And it would do it a second time.
It knocks your background out.
It knocks, it fucks everything up. Like I gotta like try to back out and go. Like it's insane.
Wow.
Thank you, baby. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. I do. I really, really do. All right, hang tight. Or I could just deal with the green background. I don't really give a shit. A little behind the curtain. Because I think I would have to like go back out and come back in.
No, but it's distracting. So if you want to get started, and
it's the PowerPoint still hasn't loaded up yet. But
okay. Well, then you might as well go ahead and change the setting. It just all of a sudden your background will pop on.
No, I tried the settings. It's not working.
Oh, gotcha. And it kicked him again. He'll be back. He can't be far. I knew he wasn't far.
That's what I was afraid of. It stopped loading the thing. It's fucking with me.
What did you say to it? What have you done? Dumped his camera again.
It did it again, but this time, haha, I have a background.
That's fantastic.
Thank you. Any old name not taken has chimed in with that's not a green screen, that is an emerald curtain. Thank you. It's you're absolutely correct. It is an emerald curtain. And what's going on right now, sir, thank you for joining us, is that we're having technical difficulties. We started early to play that song for my wife, who was going to bed, who was part of the A block. I don't know if you're a listener to the show or not, and now I'm having this fucking problem. So we were supposed to be talking about Marvin Heemeyer. Right, victim, patriot, mechanic. And I have a whole fucking slideshow that's fucking up on me. So and he also votes for song 2. Any old name not taken votes for song 2. So that's good. We can wait. Can't we show these on the thing?
Yeah. Pop them right out there.
Well, all right. This is insane.
Oh, no, you got to pay for that.
Oh, yeah, pay for that, fucking assholes.
Yeah, I just clicked the button. It's like, oh, this requires a plan upgrade. Contact the plan owner. Now you can show comments individually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see?
Oh. Well, pony up, you cheap fuck. Makes sense to me. I would if I am a cheap fuck, but there's a reason for that. And that's because I'm a broke fuck as well. And
you could help us fix that. You're always everyone's welcome to send cash.
Just throw it out the window. We'll get it. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with my keyboard's not working?
What are you doing to our show this week, man?
Fucking everything up, dude. My keyboard's not working. It knows it's connected.
Well, that's good.
Why is it over there? Oh, this is driving me up a wall. Three people are going to watch me have a meltdown on air. They're just gonna watch me melt the fuck down because nothing is fucking nothing. None of my shit's working. Ooh, what a day! What a fucking day!
Just lost you from the screen somehow. Oh, you must have soloed me. I think you soloed me. It won't. Isn't it trying to load this presentation live from Google?
I don't know. Maybe.
Is it still loading or no?
It's still processing. Yeah.
All right. Wow. See, I thought you might have uploaded this earlier.
I tried twice, and I was hoping it did. And nothing's like I can't do a fucking thing. I can't do anything. I can't bring up Perplexity. I can't bring up all the research I did just to start fucking reading. I can't do a fucking thing. I can't do a thing.
Nothing.
My keyboard's not fucking working. My mouse works, but my keyboard is stuck in fucking StreamYard for some reason. Every time I hit a button on the keyboard, shit's happening in fucking StreamYard. And I don't know why it's fucking happening in StreamYard. I keep clicking over on a different fucking screen. But I click on the fucking different screen, it doesn't fucking do anything. Fuck!
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Show his next comment. Show the next comment, this guy. Show the next comment. Because it's fucking perfect. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Oh my God. There we go. All right. Throwing it helped, apparently.
Okay. I'll give you that. You're killing me, man.
Dude, I'm dying. You don't understand.
Hey, we're just looking for slide one. You know, who was Marvin Heemeyer?
No, I understand that. And on June 4th, Marvin Heemeyer, a local business owner in Granby, Colorado, carried out a notorious attack using a heavily armored Komatsu D355A bulldozer. The incident, later dubbed the Killdozer, resulted in the destruction of numerous buildings and millions of dollars in property damage, but no fatalities other than Heemeyer himself. Marvin Heemeyer was an automobile. What the fuck is wrong with me today? God fucking damn. Marvin Heemeyer was an automobile muffler shop repair owner who had ongoing disputes with Granbury Town officials, neighbors, and local businesses. The primary conflict centered around zoning decisions that affected his business, including the construction of a concrete plant next to his property and various code violations for which he was fined. And it's still not loading. Heemeyer felt wronged by the town, and after years of legal battles and personal grievances, vowed to take revenge against those he believed had slighted him. Over approximately 18 months, Heemeyer secretly modified a Komatsu D355A, a bulldozer, in his workshop. And those modifications include armoring the bulldozer with layers of steel and concrete, making it nearly impervious to small arms fire and explosives. Installing bulletproof plastic over the windows with 3-inch protection, creating 3 gun ports outfitted with. Was there a 50 caliber rifle? a 308 semi-automatic and a 22 long rifle, sealing himself inside the cockpit, making it impossible to exit once the rampage began. So he knew what he was doing as soon as he got in that thing. Well, he knew what he was doing as he was building it, but the final straw was him sealing himself. The attack started around 2:15 p.m. Heemeyer drove his armored bulldozer out of his shop, beginning his attack by destroying the Mountain Park concrete plant. So the plant that they built like right in his front yard. Heemeyer systematically targeted buildings and properties connected to his disputes, including Granby Town Hall, the home of the former mayor, a bank, a hardware store, a concrete company, the local newspaper office, a utility service center, the police department, and the home of a former judge's widow. Jesus. Heemeyer fired at police and civilians from within the bulldozer using his mounted firearms. Police attempted to stop the bulldozer with gunfire, heavy equipment, and even stun grenades were unsuccessful due to the machine's extensive armor. Okay. So there's a picture of, we have one photo up. Did you pull that up?
I'm running it out of my browser right now. Yeah.
Oh, look at you having an idea. All right.
What do you call me every week when we start?
The executive producer.
What did I just do?
You executive produced.
Damn right.
That's right. After watching me have a meltdown for 15 minutes.
I gotta keep the show funny too. I can't just fix the fuck ups. I have to keep it funny.
It will be noted that he did avoid the innocent civilians and avoided the propane factory to prevent mass casualties. The rampage lasted approximately 2 hours and 7 minutes. Heemeyer destroyed or damaged 13 buildings, causing an estimated $5 to $7 million in what's the name? Damage. All right, so where we are. This slide, I don't know what slide we're on anymore. But
I don't know where you want me to be.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be. The attack ended with the bulldozer became stuck in the basement of Gamble's hardware store. The radiator and engine were damaged and leaking, rendering the machine inoperable. As SWAT teams closed in, and Heemeyer died by suicide inside the cockpit with a handgun. No other deaths or serious injuries occurred, largely due to timely evacuations and the use of a reverse 911 system to alert residents. The attack left a significant mark on Granby, but the town rebuilt in the following years, constructing new public buildings and recovering from the destruction. Heemeyer's actions have been subject of documentaries, notably Tread, books, and ongoing debate. Some view him as a folk hero who stood up to perceived government overreach, while others condemn the violence and destruction he caused. There was no violence. It was just destruction. The event remains a subject of fascination and controversy, with online communities continuing to discuss and analyze Heemeyer's motivations. So, there you go. The Granbury bulldozer attack remains one of the most dramatic and destructive acts of revenge in recent U.S. history. Marvin Heemeyer's meticulously planned rampage caused immense property damage, but through a combination of luck and rapid response, and Heemeyer not only wanting to target those he wanted to target, resulted in no other loss of life. The incident continues to spark debate about the limits of protest, the consequences of unresolved grievances, and the power of individual action against institutions. So that has nothing to do with Marvin Heemeyer. It's just honestly, you miss 100% of the fucks or the offs you don't fuck. If I were like in control,
right.
Let's remove that. I just took so.
Knew I was switching this blind, did you?
Yeah. So that is the story of Marvin Heemeyer. Some call him an American folk hero, patriot, victim. Other people have a different perspective. But it's what happens when a man is pushed too far. It's what happens when the free streaming service that he uses fucks up on him. Oh wait, that's a personal thing. That's something else. So next we're going to get into after that we're going into the Matty Rock Def's punk rock report. Also, just so everybody knows, Jeffrey Dahmer committed his last known murder on July 19th, 1991, when he killed Joseph Bradoff. So as of June 10th, 2025, as of yesterday, it's been 33 years, 10 months, and 22 days since Dahmer last killed somebody. He was arrested 4 days later on July 22nd, 1991, when a would-be victim escaped and flagged down Milwaukee police, blowing the lid off one of the most grotesque true crime sagas of the 20th century. But now it's time. Now it's time for... we jumping in. Marvin was an American hero with no frigs left to give. No frigs to give. Waylon Napadoggin. No frigs to give. I highly recommend that tune. But now for a segment that smells like stale beer, thrift store leather, and righteous fury. Look, you freaks, punks, and people who still say skate and destroy. I don't know. That's not without a hint of irony. It's your monthly mosh pit of mayhem, and I'm Matty Rockdef with your June 2025 Punk Scene Report, brought to you by the fine folks at the venue. Doesn't pay bands, but exposure is forever. New releases. First off, there's more fresh punk dropping than a circle pit at a Warped Tour 98. Wildlife, WYLDLIFE, just punched us in the face with their new record Sorted. It's greasy, loud, and exactly the kind of thing your mom hoped you'd grow out of. Meanwhile, Lilith's Army, yes, the band that sounds like your nightmares had babies with a distortion pedal, dropped Doll, and it's raw, it's riotous, and it's raising eyebrows in the right crusty basements. Also on the radar, Whispers from the Void about new noise from Heart Attack Man, $5, and a few other bands still smarting from their last $30 payouts and beer tickets. Festival time. Memorial Day meant only one thing for punks with frequent flyer miles. Punk Rock Bowling 25th anniversary in Las Vegas. Over 150 bands, gallons of beer, and enough denim to cover a small country. Highlights: a full Youth Brigade set that made grown men weep into their Doc Martens, and farewell performances from Cox Bar and Gang of Four that reminded everyone why you never skip leg day. Across the pond, the UK kept it loud with Slam Dunk and Outbreak Fest, for those who think breakdowns are a personality trait. And look, despite your uncle on Facebook says punk ain't dead, far from it. This year has been stacked with your street punk, ska-core, hardcore, and enough genre-splitting sub-labels to give Discogs a stroke. Local bands are killing it, DIY is thriving, and female-fronted bands are shredding stereotypes along with their vocal cords. Shout out to all the punks still living in vans, surviving on gas station burritos, and pure attitude. That's it for now, punks. Keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and your boots on the ground. And remember, support your local scene or get the fuck out. I'm Matty Rockdef, reminding you punk is a lifestyle, not a playlist. And I'll see you in the pit. Boom.
Damn, Matty, that was pretty damn slick.
That was. I thought I read that pretty well. Well, that's all we have for this section of the Media Virus podcast. We're going to be back at 10 with the C block. We'll have Big Daddy and Pete loaded up for that. And, hopefully, you guys will come back and hang out with us for a little bit. But unless, you got something else or you got something?
No, I'm just nodding and agreeing and waiting to see exactly where you're going. I was just bringing an end to the block because we're out of copy. I picked up on that much.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hit the button before you were done talking. I was waiting for that.
Well, I got you. You had this face on like you had something else that you might want to.
Just watching for a cue.
Gotcha. Well, I think that's it. I want to thank any old name not taken for joining into the chat and hanging out with us and shit. That was cool. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one. This one was a nightmare. So.
This episode of the Media Virus Podcast is brought to you by 302-46 Voice. That's 302-46 Voice. If you want my voice on your project, dial 302-46 Voice today. Don't forget to check out our sister show on the Media Virus Podcast Network, Stepmoms Without Children. Join Ricky Rockdeff as she takes a deep dive into the fascinating people she meets and thinks that you should meet too. Find Stepmoms Without Children at themediavirus.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your fine podcasts. Special thanks to mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com, delivering regional sports coverage straight to your devices via stream and podcast. Learn more at mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com. If you wish to sponsor the Media Virus Podcast, email your contact information to pml@themediavirus.com with the subject line sponsor, or leave us a message at 646-VIRUS01. On behalf of the infection team and our feckless leader, Matty Rockdeff, I'm the Reverend Professor Mike Latoris, coming to you live high atop Uncle Butch Studios, with one hand firmly on the pulse and the other clawing for a shred of sanity. This has been the Media Virus Podcast. We'll be back next week. Find us at themediavirus.com.